Hey YouTube, I was going to show y'all my oil burner today, but first off I wanted to show you my oil reservoir that I built. And I mostly burn vegetable oil, but it'll burn either. And what I did was I took a propane tank that was old and I think the valve leaked. And then I did have to buy a couple fittings. The only thing I got into this is these few fittings right here, and it cost me like 10-15 bucks for all of it. And I want to get a better valve, either a needle valve or one that, anything that I can turn a little bit. And it, you know, I got to turn it a lot to go a little bit because I don't want much oil going out at once. And see, it runs over to my forge just right there. But it's empty right now, so I was going to show y'all. I did put a heating element in it, but I've never wired it up. I'll probably do that closer to winter. It's been too hot with it being summer right now, but I want to get this video online. And I don't know how good a seal I got because it was a square heating element onto a round tank. I think I got it sealed, but I just ain't filled it up to see. If not, I'll weld a better plate on it and then grill it back in. But I ain't been worried about it because most of the time I don't need it. But as you can see, I put in a drain valve for when water gets in. It's empty right now, but I would, if I was getting water through my line, I would simply reach down, open that up, and then since water sinks to the bottom, it would just purge it all out, and then I got clean oil going to my tank again. And I just adapted from the old nozzle, or to from the valve that was on the bottle. I took it off and then I filled the tank completely full of water just to make sure before I used the torch on it that it wasn't going to explode. And I probably went overkill on making sure, but I'd rather be safe than sorry when it comes to a cutting torch. But now I had a bed frame laying around, so I cut it into pieces, stuffed it through the handle hole, and just tack welded it a little bit. And yeah, I know it's a shitty weld, but I wasn't really worried about it. You know, I needed it for to be strong, not to look pretty. And I just took 3 legs, welded them together, and then the legs that folded out, I put right there so that I want to put a flat plate on. I just been too lazy. But it'll hold my bucket if I did need to drain water. And it's just a copper pipe to a valve to another valve. Actually, this one's a garden spigot valve, and then just adapted from the threads that was already on the tank. And then I fired the torch up and just cut the inside of the ring out. And I left that so that I can put a rag. A t-shirt works real good to strain the oil. So I can put it right over the top. And I got some rope I tied off with. And let me get that ready and I'll show y'all. Okay, we got some old vegetable oil from a gas station right here. Maybe I can lean this where y'all can see as I pour. Maybe. I have to put it on my tripod. I'll just show you the after results. Okay, and see, I got a nice cup of vegetable oil. And now I got my t-shirt filter attached. I'm just going to pour that right on in. Make sure my valve's off. It's on. And see, having that valve on for a second, now I know my pipe is clear. Turn that off. Turn that off. Okay, now I'm going to pour on in. Okay, and then pour this one in also. Okay, let's see how full we are. Oh, let that finish filtering out. Anyways, open it up. Let me turn my light on. Okay, yeah, we got a good couple inches in there. That's plenty for the little bit I just want to do. I just want to show y'all. And then, okay, I got my tube unhooked. Let's make sure this line's clear. Turn the valve on. Oh, oil's coming out, so that valve's clear. Shut her off. Okay, we got her jammed back through the hole. Alright guys, that's my oil reservoir. Now I'm going to do a video on the actual forge. Make sure and watch it too, so y'all can see that good.